Okay. Alright. Trying to see if we can get you in the frame here. Oh. Alright, so.
No, ese está lindo, el oro ese está lindo. ¿Pero te gusta más ese o el rose gold? Ya yo lo encontré hace rato, lindo. Hace rato lo encontré ya ahí. La descripción dice que cada tipo se lo abre más grande. No, un segundo.
Okay, so that's you.
No me gusta, parece una de verdad que no me gusta.
Wait a minute. Where's Krista? No.
Ok, tú lo puedes apretar, te dice la hora, te habla, te habla,
So,
por eso que tienes esa bocina.
as I know, guys, we are set.
Tiene alma, tiene una luz.
I don't know if you guys can see me.
El punto es que me parece que los motivos me parecen
Here. I can see you so I know. Let me take
no sé, parece como si fuera. Ay, sí, pero no sé, no me. Oye, pero te gusta más que te gusta más que el oro mundial. Pues yo siento que el oro como me voy a comprar. El translator de aquí. ¿Qué me enviaste? Yo me digo que tú me enviaste.
So, so we're here. Harris.
The light.
And there's.
Que tiene una pantalla
You
con
guys
una
can turn on
tecnología.
no. Mr. Hi.
De 1980 tiene un diseño, algo así.
Alright, so anyway, we are here, and at McDonald's.
Tiene DVD
Last
para
time
el
we had a
digital.
video
Tiene el
here.
alma.
It's kind of similar to this, but it was a different setup. We had the different camera positions. And so,
Ay, pero que tú vas a gastar 50 pesos más, o 35
me
de
and
esta persona que
Krista
gasta
were
el
talking
lindo.
about what happened last night. I don't know if
¿Tú sabes cómo yo sé que si algo cuesta 50 pesos más, son más que 50 pesos más?
You can tell them what happened.
but I'm reading and all that garbage. I think it's a little bit ridiculous. But we went to a different laundromat this morning anyway. Because Laundry 101 isn't open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Ya es que ya sé que te gusta tanto ese rotito. ¿Cuánto más? Mira.
So we couldn't do anything about that. So we ended up just basically coming to the
Tiene los gustos en el pie.
Ladybug.
Sí.
this is kind of awkward. But
Eso parece una cocina esa de ahí del Tencón cuando tú vas a mí no me gusta, parece que cuando tú vas a los apartamentos. Dice en el lado,
Okay, let's see if we can move this camera to us a little closer so maybe we can hear us a little bit better. I don't know.
How come you can't have it the other way?
Let me just switch the camera around so maybe we can show.
There you go.
Because that's the microphone over there anyway. So
Hi, people.
sorry about the sound, guys. I mean, it's we're kind of like
At McDonald's.
it's a public place, and there's like a lot of people here. They're doing their own meals and hanging out with their friends. We were gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts today,
But
but
they're closed. The to sit inside is closed.
right. So we just said, nah, we'll just go over to McDonald's. We'll just go to McDonald's. It's easier. We'll not have to deal with that garbage, you know. So that's what we did. We went here. We came here to eat instead. Because it was less crazy. So
And Ed's getting all pissed off last night because about people talking about him again. The trolls, I told
there's
him.
a foreign man in the back asking about talking over here. Oh. Well, you can't help that. It's a public place.
I can't help that they're talking over us.
Yeah. The reason I got the video now in paused because we're using this thing right now.
We can't help it that they're talking and there's music.
Yeah.
When I was talking about Ed last night, he was bitching. Oh, people are talking about me again. I said, well, you can't help the trolls.
Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to keep working, because I think this battery's going bad. I got one more battery for this at home. So I don't know how long our internet's going to keep working. So we'll see if this keeps working.
Then he kept Michelle up all night.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Then Ed kept Michelle up all night.
Kept carrying on afterwards. And finally he calmed down, like about 3 o'clock in the morning. After he started to calm down about 1 in the morning, he said, "Oh," he said, "you know," I said, "I'm kind of sorry about that." He said, "Yeah." I said, "You gotta understand that these situations
We're not under your control.
is, you know, it's not really our fault."
And it's not under your control.
I just switched over to McDonald's internet so that we don't have to worry about using about the data package.
All right.
Yeah, but still, you know, you can't even see the video. No, that's okay, as long as I can hear it. I don't remember anyone talking about him. I was talking to him, telling him he was wrong. Yeah.
He worries about what everybody thinks about him. And I told him he can't worry about what everybody thinks about him. And he lets everything bother him.
Oh, you know what they did? This is even more interesting.
They took vanilla shake and chocolate.
No, it's it's actually strawberry and chocolate mixed together. It tastes good though. Like Neapolitan ice cream. So
Not 23 or 24.
yeah,
Too high.
this internet sucks on that thing.
Then he blows up.
I think that's way too high. You probably
He gets all mad at Michelle.
I don't know. It's just weird the way, you know, the things are going with Ed. It was like, dude, what are you doing these days? You know, this doesn't make any sense. You know.
Priorities in life are all messed up.
I mean, it was just like the way he was just acting was weird. last night. Like he was getting jealous of the situation with Andrew. Like, I don't think Andrew would be a better companion. I don't think Andrew really worked out at all, honestly.
He's saying people are talking about him. Ed.
What's that?
Leo said she don't remember anybody talking about Ed.
Yo entiendo que es un peso más en la noche, pero pienso en decir, tú ganabas 23 o 21 ganabas 20, tú ganabas como 22 pesos.
Hey, dude, man. He needs to leave the bottom line.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I talked to him about that last night too.
And he has no money.
Ed, you need a bigger space for yourself.
So you could do what you want.
Okay, that's not a
And
problem.
he's like, I don't have no money to move. I only get $750.
I'm sure Jimmy could give him an apartment. I'm sure Jimmy has space for him.
Yeah, but how is he going to pay the rent by himself when he can't even afford to pay the rent where you guys are?
Right, well,
He only gives $400. You don't make enough money, and Jimmy don't take HUD.
well, maybe Jimmy can put him in another one of the tenants that needs a roommate. I guess maintenance guy.
Ed is not too easy to get along with.
I know that. I know that from experience. He's not easy to get along
I
with.
thought that in Canton he has rooms for rent.
It's anything is just kind of sad, the situation, you know.
Somebody that drinks all the time. Nobody's gonna want somebody that sleeps all day and is up all night.
Right.
And then when things don't go his way, he yells and screams at you.
Right.
Because he did that to me.
Yeah, he got mad at Krista because she couldn't take him shopping one day.
Yeah, I couldn't take him shopping one day, so he got all pissed off at me and said we're not friends anymore. I cannot rely on you and all this other crap.
Actually, it's currently, like I am currently making.
Yeah, which is very good way. I work with Krista. Me and Krista have been doing amazing.
Actually,
I don't get mad at Krista.
No, what Ed wants is I can't do late afternoons, and he gets mad because I can't do late afternoons, and he wants to do late afternoons so he can sleep all day long, and then he wants to get up at 3 o'clock and start doing stuff. And I told him you have to do it in the morning or you can't get a ride.
Right.
And Michelle compromises with me.
Because it's like me, I work with Krista. Because I get up in the morning.
Anyways, you're used to getting up in the morning to do your show.
So a few hours in the morning is when I get things done. Like the morning shows always go fine, you know that. But the afternoon shows or the night shows are like disasters. Like, I was in here kitchen time to go, me. Hey, the boss is done. All right. Go check it out.
He said beggars can't be choosers.
Oh.
No, they cannot be choosers. Especially when I'm giving him a ride for pretty cheap, considering gas is $3.45.
Right.
And I only make him pay me like $6, maybe 10 at most.
Okay. No. Hi, good.
Where's he gonna get a ride for $6? He's not gonna get a ride for $6.
Think of this. Is like I pay Krista every time I take her out. I pay her for her meal. I pay for her gas. And I, was gonna give her some donuts today, but Dunkin' Donuts were like, you couldn't really eat in, so I said, screw that.
He said if he can't get up early for a ride, then tell him to sell some of his trains and take an Uber. My friend takes an Uber, and he only takes an Uber across town, and it's only like 5 miles, and he pays not even 5 miles, and he pays $12 just for a ride for Uber.
Yeah. It's only slightly cheaper than cab. Uber is only slightly cheaper than a cab.
Not that much cheaper than a cab.
Right? They said slightly.
He gets all mad at me because I can only take him in the morning because afternoons are not good for me, and all he wants to do is bitch. I give him a cheap ride. I know he doesn't have a lot of money.
I think in some ways he's kind of like Patty, from what I can understand.
He wants you to do it when he wants you to do it.
Just like Patty, right?
Yeah. Ed knows
Oh, wait, I go here. Go here.
Ed knows he's in control. He needs to go before the controlling Ed gets violent, hits Michelle, or destroys her stuff.
I'm kidding.
Out his beer while he's sleeping.
Guys, here's the deal. The internet is going to go down because my battery's running now. That's okay, Michelle. Why we just switch it off? We're here. How do I do that?
Well, if he takes his beer and dumps it down the drain, and he finds out she did it, he's gonna be outrageous, out of control. He needs some anger management really bad. Even Michelle and me were talking about that. He needs to go to counseling really bad. Not just take a pill and mask the problem.
Yeah. Right now, guys, the problem is our Wi-Fi is the batteries is going is draining really fast. So we might temporarily go offline because of that reason.
We don't have a charger.
We don't have a charger with us. I don't know if the phone will switch over or not. It might. Let's try to see if we can switch it over.
Replace his beer with tea. I don't think that's gonna fly.
I ain't gonna fly.
That's not gonna fly. He drinks a 30-pack a week.
Trust me, I don't make no 30-pack of beer a day.
She says I don't make any 30-pack of beer a day and pee.
Alright guys, so what we're going to do, this might cause the internet to go down. I'm going to switch this off. I'm going to go back to the T-Mobile or McDonald's. So, you might see an interruption. I did not know that battery was going bad. I have a better battery home. I didn't bring it with me. So, I'm going to turn this off. And when I do, it should switch back over to either T-Mobile or to McDonald's Wi-Fi. So I'm going to do that right now. So if we get cut off, you know that's the reason, okay? So McDonald's Wi-Fi. It should be connected on that one too.
Yes. How are you guys doing today, all of you?
You won't be able to see me on the screen there because it's two reasons. Number one.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, but now because what it is their internet here is so limited. It doesn't. It's so we're still left though. I'm good, but pop the buttons for live, Michelle. Yeah, now it's circling. Okay. Michelle is fine. Okay. It says McDonald's Wi-Fi sucks. Well, yeah. Probably because they don't want everybody streaming YouTube videos from McDonald's.
Probably not.
Yeah, and there's not much they can do about it. Right now, it is under Wi-Fi as far as they can see. So, very worried about Michelle. Well, I understand that, Leo. I'm worried about Michelle, me, everybody else too. Yeah. But, like, Michelle is aware, everybody's worried about the situation.
He has no money to go anywhere. He cannot go anywhere. He can only afford about $400 or $500 worth of rent.
You only get $759 a month.
You can't live off. You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't.
No, that's.
And you know what? Renting a room costs you like $600.
And that is if you're lucky.
No, it is $600.
Because you can't really find many rooms for $600 in Connecticut anymore.
Well, my friend did.
Homeless shelter.
The homeless shelters are full.
Right.
Call her a psychopathic nut. He called you a psychopathic nut.
I know he did.
Yeah, he did. He called her a psychopathic nut. He called her crazy.
Except the difference is I'm not a psychopathic nut.
He says that. I think he's a psychopathic nut.
I think he might be.
Yeah, I know he needs to leave. She talked to him about leaving.
Yeah, because I explained to him, I said, Ed, you're really not happy here. Come on.
She told him you're not happy here, and you should just go
You
find
don't
somewhere
have
where you're
room.
happy.
You don't have room for your stuff. You don't.
Mr. Laugh said he could build an igloo.
Hey, go what?
He could build an igloo.
Build an igloo.
Not enough for
There.
7 people to sit here.
There's not enough snow anywhere.
There's not enough snow.
It's over here, actually. Go get your drink, though.
So. Yeah, so I mean, like, the situation is just unattainable. It's just unreasonable. I mean, I don't know how we would.
He also is not a very clean person. He hasn't taken a bath in months.
Everyone has
And every time I say, let me bring you to the store to get clothes, he'll ask me a week in advance. Then when a day comes, he says, oh, I don't have any money. Yeah, because you spend it on trains.
And the thing is unlike Ed, I make arrangements with Krista, and I work with her to try to make sure that it's convenient for her schedule.
You know, because Ed, I have a kid, and I have a husband. I'm not all alone.
Right. And of course, your husband's taking care of your daughter when you're taking home with me.
Which is fine, but anyways, he needs to go, yes, I don't know. She tried to tell him, you're not happy, you don't have room for your trains, you're not happy, so you should go find somewhere to live. But he says, I can't afford anywhere. How is he living in Florida?
And he says, I don't want to lose all my trains. He's afraid he's going to have to lose everything. He doesn't have to. Just go to the house in the corner of Winston. It's right on the street corner. Talk to that landlady.
I know, he could go to the rooming house in Winston. It's $600 for a room.
Right. And it has showers, and he has access to a
Toilet.
toilet, obviously, and it's a room. You can have room for your trains.
And he could do what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants. She tried telling him to go down to the rooming house and see if he can find somebody that lives there and get the landlord's telephone number. It's not Michelle's fault that he only gets $759.
Yeah, I think it's kind of stupid. You make about the same amount of money he does.
I make more. I make $871.
But still, it's really not a lot of money to work with. And it sucks because it's like,
He doesn't want to sell his trades. He doesn't give a crap. He'd rather buy trades than buy clothes.
his priorities, like you said earlier, are all screwed up.
His priorities are all screwed up. He stays up all night, sleeps all day, worries about buying trains and slot cars, instead of worrying about...
4 mile trains and slot cars. He actually has some money to deal with slot cars. But the thing is that... What a joke.
He said his best bet, if he's willing, is to call Northwest Mental Health Service, ask for a voluntary committal, put a roof over his head, and get a mental health service. I know, it's sad that he's 62?
62.
He's 62 years old, and the only thing he does
And I'm
is...
53.
And the only thing he worries about in life is slot cars and trains. He doesn't do anything else in life. He hardly gets out of the house.
He doesn't get out of the house really at all.
He doesn't get out of the house really at all. He was going to come with us today, but I stayed up all last night. I'm too
So
tired.
he was tired and didn't want to come, so...
Michelle told him he should go get mental health. Michelle talked to him.
Yeah. I said, Ed, you need therapy.
She said, Ed, she told him you need therapy.
Because he needs to get his head out. He needs to get his life together. I can't do it for him.
At 62 years old, he doesn't even have his life together.
And like Leo said, more than likely, he's gonna have his life is gonna be fairly short because of his drinking. He's not going to improve himself. Which is a sad reality. He's not going to improve himself.
Well, I only slept from 8 o'clock last night until 1:30 in the morning because I couldn't sleep anymore, and I'm still up. And I have to take care of a 2-year-old. And everybody knows how a 2-year-old can be. They can run circles around you.
Yeah.
I know grown-ups do what they need to do, but Ed sleeps all day and plays around all night. He don't work, so he doesn't have to have a schedule. He don't care.
I work a lot more than he does.
He says that Michelle don't do anything all day. He says Michelle's getting fat. I say, well, Ed, you sleep. All you do is sleep all day. And then when you get up, all you do is drink beer.
So who's getting fat?
And then all he does is want to eat pasta.
Right now, I'm working on portion control.
Say you're strong. Don't let him control you.
Yeah. But you notice that I think I have lost some weight. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Hard to say. I think I did lose a little bit. But I'm working on portion control too, so I'm not eating those gut busting meals he makes. There's no way I'm gonna eat those big huge meals like that he makes. I mean he puts as much food on the plate for as many as 4 people.
Do you know that Ed will eat like 5 to 6 hot dogs all by himself?
Yeah.
He'll eat a half a pack of hot dogs. If hot dogs come with 8 of them, he eats 4 hot dogs. I'm not talking about any French fries. I'm talking about just hot dogs. Oh, and then he eats pasta, bowl after bowl after bowl.
Right.
He'll have like 3 bowls of pasta.
Yeah, there would be a
Bottom
about
line, if Ed doesn't move, he will be arrested soon, and a restraining order will keep him away from Michelle. Michelle needs to break from the pattern of abuse. Andrew is a younger version of Ed.
Let me see the questions here myself real quick here. So I can take a look at them too. Josephine says, I've been dog tired. Our mother's gotta bring the milk. Yeah, how you doing, FC? Leo says, yeah. I'm just trying to get caught up, guys, because Mr. Love says he's too old to change much. Yeah, I think so. But the one thing that makes it hard for me with him is he thinks he's doing okay, but I don't think he's doing okay. Because I mean, like, if he was doing okay, I think he would have realized.
He wouldn't be drinking.
Yeah, because the drinking turns right into marshmallow mush.
He stopped drinking for 3 months, then he went right back to drinking.
Oh, you can stop drinking for 3 months, but the problem is it's for him, drinking is his entertainment. Some entertainment.
He says he tells Michelle his drinking is entertainment.
But he enjoys it. Well, great. Let you enjoy it, but it certainly I don't enjoy it. Because it's, and of course, as far as what he says about my weight, let me tell you, I'm working on my weight. But the alcohol he's drinking has got a lot of calories in it. So how much...
Leo said it's only going to get worse. He will threaten your life next.
Yeah.
He has threatened to kill you, hasn't he?
No, but he's starting to hurt my computers.
He said he's threatened to break all her computers. He threatened to smash her computers.
Yeah, that's hurting my computer. So my computer's haven't just done anything to deserve that. All because of those rotten people on the channel. That's
Stan, Connecticut said, my Hartford matters right there.
yeah.
Stan.
Yeah, Stan CT says, my Hartford matter got resolved. I'm going to Waterbury instead for hearing at 2:45, then heading up to Winsted. Should get there about 3:30. Okay. Well, he's probably will be up around that time.
It's time, Forever Consciousness said it's time for Ed to go. Otherwise, he gets arrested. That's the bottom line. He behind bars,
he was screaming last night till 1 in the morning.
He was screaming. I was up at like
I was like
1 o'clock, and he's on the freaking Facebook Messenger bashing Michelle, all this kind of stuff. She just wants people's money. She ain't no good. Yeah, okay. Every time Ed needed help, who was there? Nobody but Michelle.
And the thing was, is the neighbors could easily call the police for breach of peace because he was like just yelling.
And then you know what? So he didn't have to spend money switching his license over to Florida. Michelle let him use her address so that he could keep his Connecticut license.
Right, because he doesn't want to go through a driver's test again.
Because in Florida, you have to go through a driver's test again at a certain age.
With an eye exam. But theoretically, you should go over an eye exam anyway. It doesn't make any sense. You know. After all, if you can't see the road, then what the hell good is that?
Michelle was there who could not even afford to be there, yet she did it anyways.
What?
Forever Conscious said that you barely can afford to live there, but you do it.
That's just said, and he used to abuse Michelle, and is lucky I didn't have live in the state anymore. Michelle was there who could not
really afford
to be there, yet she did it anyways. I mean, having Ed there.
No, meaning that you don't have a lot of money, and that's what he meant. And you managed to survive.
Right. But I mean, there's a difference, guys. I mean,
yeah, but Michelle gets $1,300 some odd dollars. Ed only gets $759.
$1,416 now.
Michelle gets more money than Ed does.
Twice as much. Not including the YouTube income.
Well, she gets one whole more paycheck than Ed does.
Right.
We're not feeling sorry for Ed. No, his actions, he shouldn't be doing what he does. He shouldn't be threatening to smash Michelle's shit. He shouldn't be screaming and yelling.
Especially at 11 o'clock at night.
12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, he's all pissed off.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Well, let me go ahead and get some more soda. Oh, my butt hurts.
He says, Leo, I can't get arrested for elderly abuse, and I know what you mean.
Whoa.
Yes, drugs must be so far away. This is going on. He would have been out months ago. Hey, I tried to get him out, but he just won't leave. He says, I can't afford to be on my own. Tries to make up and says, oh, I'm so sorry for what I've done. He'll be good for a little while and then go back on his little tangent. What are you doing? And he always is bashing Michelle, saying she's using people for her money, which she doesn't use people for her money, for their money, because she is very good to me. I'm very good to her. She gives me gas money every time I take her for to the store or wherever, and she gives me gas money and usually buys me a coffee or a McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts or something like that.
My hips hurt because
I know he lived on his own before, but he lived in Florida for $500. I don't know. He wanted to come back up here. Yes, Ed's very bad shape physically, mentally, physically. He's in bad shape. So if somebody knocked him down the stairs, it possibly could bang his head and kill him. But he needs to go. I agree. So Stan, are you coming up here at 3:30? I won't be around. But Ed should be up at that time. Come there. Someone needs to talk to him. They really need to talk to him. On a tangent, 1:30 in the goddamn morning. Basically, screaming and yelling on Facebook Messenger at me all about the nasty shit he thinks about Michelle. She's a psycho, she's this, she's that. She's no good, she's not a good friend, she uses people, she's a piece of shit. Everything else, he needs to go. He will not go. He already threatened to break all her computers. You go good for 3-4 days and act like a psycho lunatic. I'm Michelle's good friend, and I don't want to see Michelle hurt. She means well. She's not a bad person. Nobody's perfect. Well, Ed pays the landlord $400. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a lot of money, but that doesn't make any excuse. You can go try to make some extra money somehow, some way, collect cans or whatever you have to do, and you can try to give her a little extra money. He doesn't help with any of the bills at all. He just gives the landlord $400. Yeah, he doesn't want her to do YouTube at all. Well, he's also trying to tell me that I shouldn't do anything for Michelle. But I told him, well, Michelle's good to me. And I don't care what you gotta say. Michelle's always been good to me, so I'm gonna be good to her. You don't like her? Then frickin' leave. He is right up the street, living with Michelle. Well, that is coming through Easy Street. We're living with Michelle, but that's coming to an end. Coming to an end. I can't go the easy way or the hard way. Either option sucks, but he really has to blame himself for you. Garbage truck for Ed. Bro, we need something for Ed, that's for damn sure. Well, I'm a good person. I try to help everybody out.
Yeah, so what we're still talking about over here now?
Yeah, we're talking about Ed. He needs to just leave. Stan's coming up here. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, but Ed's going to have a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Don't say anything to
Old
Ed.
song says, thank the Lord for people like Krista. Right.
Don't say anything to Ed about him coming up. Let Stan surprise him.
Yeah, well, nobody knows if Stan's coming up, so.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Somebody should talk a little sense into his brain.
I hope so.
He hasn't threatened to hit Michelle, but he's threatened to break all of her computer stuff.
I mean, if he hurts my computer, it's gonna hurt my channel, my income. That computer will cost thousands to replace.
He has threatened to hit Michelle because I've never heard him threaten to hit Michelle. Has he?
He's what?
Ed threatened to hit you?
No, no one didn't hit me.
He threatened to smash all her computer equipment.
Not all my computer equipment.
Well, the one that's in the...
That computer, the one that's the main one.
The one that she uses every day, he wants to smash her to pieces.
Well, he definitely threatened to do that, yes.
Yes, he threatened to smash her computer into pieces.
He has no control of his temper.
Well, Ed's not even here with us at McDonald's. He didn't want to come. He's at home, sleeping, because he was up all goddamn night. And he kept Michelle up all goddamn night. He made Michelle do a video at 5:30 in the morning about his stupid trades. Well, I like trains, don't get me wrong, but I have my priorities straight first.
Yeah. And of course, I didn't get a lot of sleep, obviously.
But Leo said, he said you do need, she said you do need, that he said you do need to be slapped.
What?
Here, read them.
He said, he did say that. So, it's not just computer, the threats to physical violence. Physical violence to the computer, definitely.
Yeah, but if he can do physical violence to the computer,
tried to smash it, but he's too dumb to do it. I think he pushed the keyboard on the floor. No, he tried to push the monitor off the desk, but he didn't succeed. So,
well, you want to know something? I think one of these days, somebody that lives in the building is going to call the cops because screaming at 11:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, I don't know, guys, honestly. But I just know is, like, the situation is just not a good thing for anybody. I don't know. No, Michelle. Last night he said you needed to be slapped. No, there's no reason anyone ever needed to slap me. Because I think he's the one who needs to. He's the one who gets to slap himself to reality.
Well, I don't know about slapping himself to reality, but he does need some help. Mental help.
He needs therapy, definitely.
He does need therapy. And he's not happy where he is, so he should just find somewhere else to go.
Wait,
You can tell he's not happy. He's miserable. He complains about having to sleep with Michelle, but that's Michelle's bed.
Right.
She's nice enough to let him sleep on the bed instead of on the hard, lumpy couch.
Wait, the couch is not designed to sleep on.
It's only designed to sit your butt on.
Right.
Because it's an old-style couch. Then he wants her.
God knows what he will
Then
do.
he wants her to buy a futon mattress, a futon, stick it in the living room so he can sleep on the futon. She said, I ain't doing that.
Right. And the problem is with that is that when you're going to put the couch, oh, put it out on the porch.
She said, oh, throw it away.
No, I told him, if you would put that on the porch, it'd be one thing. But even that, I kind of really wonder if I'd want it out on the porch.
Because after a while, it will get ruined.
Yeah, well, it doesn't rain on the porch, but
Hey, why don't
if he
we...
ever hits you or breaks your stuff on the stream, we will call the police, Michelle. Sorry, but we are worried for reasons I understand. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I mean, I just think it's kind of disgusting the way he's acting. And Krista can attest it.
Trust me, Michelle's not going to let him beat her. If I find out, I'm not even going to say anything and just call the cops because that's the right thing to do. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. I don't care how bad you get. You gotta just walk away. Or go smash your own shit. Why don't I threaten him that I'm gonna smash his trade?
Look, put it this way.
Michelle doesn't threaten him that she's gonna go over there and smash all his trades.
I don't even touch his trades. I don't even touch his stuff.
She allows him to take her living room and put a trade table in there, take up half her living room.
It doesn't even do that. It's working. But when you're calm, did I say something? And you immediately go
Somehow.
And as you saw, this year the convocation was pretty tight.
Yeah, because she used up all her living room, half her living room, so she couldn't do the convocation thing that she does. She had to do it in a tight spot.
In the studio, which was pretty small anyway.
He said he shouldn't touch Michelle or her stuff ever. I know that he shouldn't touch anything. But he has a temper. He needs to go to see counseling. Michelle's talked to him about this, but he won't do nothing.
And he can get therapy too.
He can get therapy because the insurance he has will pay for therapy forever. For years. I'm not talking for months. I'm talking he'll pay for as long as you need the therapy. And they have a place right here in Winston.
Right.
Right on Main Street.
Right at Beacon Pharmacy where my pharmacy is.
But the point is, Ed won't walk there.
I walk there, and right now my hips are sore. Well, actually, my buttocks are sore because I pulled a muscle in my butt. I almost fell in the bedroom as I tripped over a wall.
What he's doing is he's taking all of Michelle's shit, and he wants to make the apartment his.
So why doesn't Jimmy just give him his own apartment?
Well, how is Jimmy going to give him an apartment when Jimmy knows he only gets $750?
Yeah. So maybe he can have him stay with Chris downstairs. The maintenance guy.
Yeah, okay. Chris has a girlfriend.
Oh, well that's not my problem.
And they have a roommate. Because I know his girlfriend.
You're talking about Chris?
Yes.
Chris is the daughter?
Yeah.
Well, that's not the Chris that's the maintenance guy though.
No, I'm talking about the other Chris that lives in the yellow house. The one on the side.
Oh.
Home Place.
Home place, okay.
That's where the maintenance guy lives. He lives on Home Place.
cut mine short today.
I'm sure Jimmy could even put him in an apartment too, which is his own apartment.
Oh yeah, like Jimmy wants to put him in his apartment. So that if Jimmy's too tired to drive the 45 minutes to Lakeville, he has nowhere to sleep because Ed's taking up his apartment.
Well, that's not my problem.
And how much is he going to afford for rent? $700? He can't even afford a rent.
Right.
Michelle tried to tell him to go down the street, find somebody that lives in the rooming house, and get a room.
Right.
Then he can do what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants.
But he doesn't seem to want to do anything except complain.
Complain, complain, complain is all he wants to do.
What time is it anyway?
12:07.
Okay.
We're going to end it.
Well, I'm just curious because, I mean, it's... Alright. Yeah, 12:07. Alright, so... I've seen many old men like this. Get him out of your life. Oh, I believe it. Tell him to build a snow fort. FC, let's keep it respectable in the sense of reality here. Okay. Look outside. Where's the snow? There isn't any. There's not going to be some snow until tonight.
And the snow we've been getting is a dusting, maybe an inch. And then it melts the next day.
Right.
So we've only been getting like a dusting, an inch of snow, and it melts the next day because the next day ends up being way too warm, like 45 degrees.
Right.
So we haven't been getting much snow.
So the snow fort wouldn't work.
So a snow fort wouldn't work. But then again, he says, one time he told me, I want to buy a trailer. Is that what he said? Not a trailer.
Yeah, a trailer.
He wants to buy a camper, and he wanted to see if Jimmy would let him stick it in the way in the backyard.
Yeah, he would. I'm sure he would, because that's originally how he got into Jimmy's in the first place.
How he got into Jimmy's in the first place is he asked Jimmy if he could park his
house and
camper in Jimmy's property in the way back, and Jimmy said yes, and he had to pay Jimmy so much a month.
Right,
so why
so
is he going?
$128.
What?
$128 at the time.
Yeah, right. Jimmy's probably going to charge him $400 now.
Yeah, maybe.
Why don't he just get a freaking camper and just park it somewhere and pay somebody, and then he can do what he wants when he. Then he'll say, "Oh, I can't put my trains in there."
No, he did. He actually had the trains in his camper. Because it had a bunk that would pull down. That's where he had his train set up. Where the bunk was on the top.
Well, Ed doesn't eat for free. He does contribute the food.
Yes, he does.
He does contribute food, and he will feed Michelle, but all he does is bitch and complain, make trouble, yell and scream at 1 in the morning, and I don't want to hear that the cops were at her house, and she gets arrested because of him.
And then Ed thinks I'm saying all these horrible things about him on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, Ed thinks she's saying all these horrible things.
Saying that he molests kids and all that. I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not even saying that on this channel. And it's the
trolls.
That's the trolls doing that. So unfortunate problem is such trolls, I think, are not helping the situation at all.
Yes, but Ed's got to learn that Ed's a 62-year-old man, and he needs serious help. You don't just
yeah, he does.
Just because you're pissed off. I told him he needs to ignore these people. They're only trolls. They don't have a life. Their life is miserable, and they go out and try to make other people's lives miserable. They're doing a damn good job of it.
Yeah, and the problem is that these trolls are actually making Ed become so enraged that by being enraged, he might hurt me. Maybe not even intending to hurt me, but because he's so angry and he flies off the handle, he's putting me in danger, and I don't disagree with that. He needs to learn to control his temper. And that's the truth. What am I saying now?
Well, I know that his own daughter wants nothing to do with him. Yeah, I know his own daughter wants nothing to do with him. Not very many people want anything to do with Ed. Who wants a drunk? Who wants somebody that sleeps all day, is up all night, and he doesn't do anything but worry about his trades, which I understand. It's a hobby of his. He likes trades. Well, I have hobbies too, and I do more in life than just sit around and play my games all day. That's a hobby to me.
Right.
Playing my games.
And
I like to play my games.
Doing my YouTube channel is kind of a hobby, but it's actually kind of a job. So, you know, it makes money and helps to offset the expenses. Because right now, things have gotten so expensive that all the money you can make through legitimate and illegitimate means is essential to pay your bills. You know, I mean, if you're a good hustler, you want to sell yourself on the street, for example, then in some cases, that's what people are doing. It's not for doing drugs, it's because they're trying to pay the bills.
Ed doesn't even do anything. He doesn't even collect, the cans for his beer. He throws them in the garbage instead of...
Well, I understand the logic behind that, which is, it's a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass, but you want to know something? If you really are hurting for money, you would take your cans and collect them, because I do. because I'm hurting for money, but I don't go around complaining and bitching and moaning about it. I do what I gotta do, and I save my cans. Yes, they're only 5 cents a can, but if you need something for $10 or $5, then at least you got $5, and you can. If you needed aspirin, you can go buy some cheap aspirin.
Right.
He doesn't even save up.
I don't see the cans either, so I mean, he's not the only one that
Well,
does
you
it.
don't save the cans, but you're also not bitching and complaining.
I don't buy cans. I buy plastic bottles of soda.
Well, I told him to
So
save
we
the.
recycle the bottles of soda for water.
But she does recycle them. She takes the soda bottles and puts water in them.
I rinse them out and then put water in them so that we have water on hand in case the landlord's working the plumbing or something, so we can still make coffee and stuff.
But Ed, he drinks a 30-pack a week, and he doesn't even save not any of them cans. He throws them all in the garbage. I said, when you're pitching your pennies, you need to save everything that makes you even if it's a penny. You need to save everything that makes you money.
He's such a disorganized pack rat, too. He doesn't even know where he puts half his paperwork.
He said he cleaned the house, but I swear he threw all his paperwork away.
He does the same thing that Patty DeMar does. Shoves it in the closet. And I'm like, what?
The 60-year-old man has decades upon decades to sort those issues out. If he hasn't done it by now, that is safe to say that it will never happen. Either way, it's time for him to move. I like many things, but as an adult, I know there are more important things to come first. Yes, I like many things too. I wish I had money to do more things, but important things come first.
And then he's saying...
He's saying, well, I don't have a lot of money. Well, I'm only left with $200.
He's saying it's because he doesn't want to see me get hurt again. That's what he told me. You said to him that Jimmy said that if he's going to try to throw me out if he moves out because he's afraid I'm going to get hurt again. I like many things as an adult, but as an adult,
you got more important things.
More important things that come first, right? And so do I.
Like your bills, like your rent. If you have a kid, you take care of your kid. I like to do stuff too. My other hobby is I like to play bingo, but I settle for bingo on the phone because I can't afford to go play bingo in real person.
I'm going to shooting range, but I don't spend every cent I have on ammo because typically it's like to go hunting. But the thing is like, okay, first of all, Krista, he said that this is what you told him. He said that Jimmy would rather see me basically throw me out, put me in a home because he was afraid I'm going to fall and get hurt again.
That is not what I said, Jimmy. Michelle, I said that's Jimmy never said that to you.
He never said it to me.
He never said it to Ed neither. Ed's the one that said that to me. He's afraid that if he leaves, that you can't live on your own because of your eyesight and your broken knee.
You know what?
What does he really do for you?
Nothing. In fact, if anything, he's making me more frustrating because I've been on my own for years. Even now, I'm still doing more than he is.
And she just got her doctor, what, a year ago? Was it a year or two ago? The doctor wrote a letter saying she's capable of living on her own.
Right.
Signed by her doctor.
Right. Exactly.
Not by a quack, not by me, not signed by somebody on the street, signed by a legitimate doctor.
Right, a medical doctor, which is part of the local Charlotte Hungerford hospital system.
Yeah.
And who is also my primary care physician. Let's see the next question. Yes. PFC hit it. Hate what? Think of Krista gets it. I wish she could piano. This typing sucks. Well, Leo, I could do piano when I get home. We're gonna be leaving here soon.
Well, I can't stay.
No, I know you can't stay. So, I mean, I can go. I mean, we gotta get ready to wrap this up anyway because, you know.
I gotta go, yeah.
So, FC says, I don't know what Michelle would do without compassionate and empathetic caretaker, LOL, come on. Michelle's been living on her own for years, guys. Let's be honest here, okay?
Excuse me, Michelle's been living in that building alone for what, 17 years by now?
In that house, yes, but Michelle's been living on her own since 1996.
I understand that, but you've been living in that apartment building for 17 years.
17 years, right.
All by yourself.
Well, I was there with Michelle the whole time, so, yeah. The thing is Michelle's been there, and Michelle's been doing it on her own, taking care of her own bills, she's quite capable of doing it on her own. Yeah, she's got eyesight problems, but Michelle is quite capable. One, she has independent living training as a registered blind person. She has the skills.
Yeah, didn't you take that course where you could learn how to live on your own?
They did that over in Understand Places for Blind. Yeah.
Yes, she did. She took a course.
Independent living skills as a blind person, yeah. So, some would say, well, maybe Michelle's house is a little bit messy. But the truth is my house is messy because I don't have garbage everywhere. Maybe it's a little dirty, the floor sometimes. But that's not because I'm throwing garbage on the floor or throwing cigarette butts everywhere or whatever. A lot of times it's just,
cat hair.
Walking up up the stairs with sandy feet.
Or cat hair.
So the point is that, it's completely different. When Ed's saying my house is dirty, my house is not really that dirty. In fact, it's more messy now. It's less organized. Ed got mad because I had computers in the kitchen. Well, at the time, the computers were in the kitchen because they were part of projects I was working on. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Before I threw out my ex-husband, he tried to shoot me, Michelle. This is Leo saying. Think about that. Ed doing everything that best for sarcasm. I've been in hoarders' homes. Your house isn't bad, Michelle. No, I know it's not, because I really work hard to keep it organized, so it's not a hazard for me. That's just fun at home. It actually makes things worse. Yes, I agree. Leo, so true. Anyway, here's the deal. Like you said, Leo, you really don't like typing this much because your hands hurt.
So she's gonna go home, but I'm not going upstairs.
I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up anyway here. And we got the laundry washed. Everything's washed. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go home.
I'm going home.
Put everything away. Sort the socks, underwear, whatever. And then maybe about a little while, we'll try to get the show started.
Again.
Well, maybe, or at least I'll try to get some World of Warcraft in. Because Stan's coming at 3:30, so maybe I can get something going on at the same time. So I would say give me some time to get things done because we ended up coming on here kind of late anyway. It's already 12:22, so it's been for about an hour. We're Krista sighting, says Nicholas Dean. Yeah. Hi, Divya, how you doing? Okay. Yeah, I'll go live as soon as I get done sorting my underwear and socks and clothes. So I can't guarantee when I'll be live. But
probably not until about 2 o'clock.
Maybe about 2. Yeah, that sounds like a conservative guess.
Yes.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
But I won't be on. I'll be home.
Right. All right, guys. So for now, okay. Had an amazing Christmas. How about you? Our Christmas was okay. We had some Christmas presents and things. I got some nice Christmas presents. Like recently, gave me some cookies, and
the mother gave me something.
Gianni gave me some gift cards, and Tiger Kitty gave me some nice presents, and Ed some nice presents. And she even gave Rusty some little kitty treats, which I haven't given them yet. I still got them.
And your mother gave you stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed cut the part on the show. So DVR, if you want to go ahead, go after scammers, go after Ed.
Why?
And that's what DVR does. He likes to go after scammers that are trying to defraud people. That's what he does on the show. Like those Indian scammers that try to call you to sign up you to buy things, he goes after them. I wonder what he would do with Ed. Oh God. I love her panda cap, says Nicholas D.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice cap. It's kind of cute.
But we gotta go now.
Alright guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this up, so I will see you guys around 2 o'clock because I got to sort the laundry and stuff. So for now, stay out
While
of
Ed
trouble.
sleeps all afternoon.
Well, I think when Stan comes, they'll probably go out, talk, do what they're going to do.
I hope that he says, he's fighting on.
You know, maybe Stan could talk to Ed about this control thing.
Get him to go to mental health.
Definitely get him to go to mental health would be at least the start, you know.
Yeah, but people think that he's only going to go like twice and not go again.
Right. Guys, I'm not going to guarantee much streaming tonight after 7. Come on. First of all, it is not even Wednesday. No, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Okay? It's Tuesday. I actually don't want to stream every night. But Wednesday is tomorrow night's show. Is at 7 o'clock.
Let's go.
So
We're going to go now.
okay, guys, we're gonna head out. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything stupid, and I'll see you later. Okay, where's the hang up button on the thing? Right there.